do that when we put it back in.
Right, what I'm going to try now is I've took my kitchen out, and what I'm going to try now is I'm going to try and turn this seat round to face the other way, face backwards, because what I want to do is build a kitchen in the back. I don't know if it's going to work. So what I do is take this cover off, and then this nut here. Now there's going to be one on each leg. There's one on that leg, and then there's going to be two at the back. So I'm going to undo that and then take the seat off and see what. See. Right, so that's the 4 nuts out. Next job is now just drop the backs of the seats down, and then have a go at lifting it out. Right, so that's the seat now. I'm going to have to lift this without filming it because it's got quite a heavy seat. Right, that didn't work. Mostly because that little silver thing down in there operates the locking mechanism. So what I'm going to do now, and there's another one in there, so when you turn the seat round it was in the wrong place. So what I'm going to do now is undo these screws here, take this back cover off, undo that screw, and then that roller will slide out of here to turn them to put opposite sides. Right, this one here is the stop for the seat, so that needs to come out. That stops the, when you slide the seat backwards, it stops the seat coming all the way. Right, now we can take this carpet out of the way. Right, now this should just lift off now. It's got poppers under it, so it'll pop up. There we are. Now, what we got to do now is in here there is a pin. There's the pin. He's got to come right, pins out. Okay, now that means now this roller will slide all the way. There we are. Here he is, he's out. And that is the roller. And this one now is going to go back in that side when I've done the other one. So I'll come back to you in a minute with that. Right. That fits in there. The other one's broke, I took them out as well. See that when we put it back in?
Yeah.
Just got to do that.
Right, yeah, you want to turn this
So
off.
what I'm going to do now is take this runner out. Now, I've undone this back, as you see. Just removed 2 poppers from the carpet. Now that allows this carpet to lift up, and it allows this sponge to lift up. Now, when I originally took when I originally took the back seats out, there was a washer here on this, which I didn't put back. So to save putting it back, I've just put a bit of wood here when I took the back seats out. Now that pin drops out. There's the pin. And that stops the runner coming through. Now that runner can now come straight through and out here, but you just got to jiggle it a bit around this carpet. So I'm going to need 2 hands for that, so I'll come back to you after I've jiggled. So I've got this carpet up in the air now, and pulling this roller out, and he's going to come. I'm just catching
on the wires there.
Just catching me wire down here. Hang on a minute. Put that, get me wire out of the way. Got them. Bring the wire this side. There we go. Hang on, I'll pop that out of the way.
Push him down again. This, whatever it is. your teeth up.
Ah, yeah, good idea. Oh, it's a good job you're here. Oh, that's not going to come out carpet there. Where's my thing gone now? Yeah. That's this lever here. There's a lever here that's stopping me. Just got to jiggle around this lever here. What I'm having to do now is just take this bracket off, because getting it back through the carpet's a bit of a problem. So there's 2 nuts on the top, and there's a spring on it there. So we're just watching the spring. That spring's going to jump against that chassis there, I think. There he is.
There he is.
So that's how that bracket's just off for a minute, while we just get this back in through there. Ah, that's better. Put that back down there. Had to just break that little bit of fluff off there. Right, so that's there. Now I'm going to put this bracket back on again, and you've got to pull that little bit of spring. If you're going to see this properly, so I want a screwdriver behind that bit of spring.
Yeah.
You get a screwdriver behind that string. Right, I'll hold this. Right, hang on, got to come up, haven't I?
Yeah.
There we are, spring's in. So we just got to get a couple of nuts on it, we're just holding it. It's just better than cutting the carpet. Could have just cheated and cut the carpet, but it's better to do it this way. Actually, I don't think we actually need this thing on, because this is the... No, this is the thing that... This lever, we don't need this on.
We don't?
No, it's a pull stop over there. We don't need this lever on, we leave that off.
Right, okay.
Right, so we've taken that lever off, and we're going to leave it off. Right. So now what we need to do now is get a pin. What do we do with the pin?
The pin's still down there.
And that needs pushing down now. There. Pushy down. Now that moves that up there. Right. Let him go. Right. That's he there. Now, this pin now is going to go back in here. Hang on. Shoving in through that hole. Now that's the one that stops the seat runners coming right through. Right, he's in there now. Now where's them bits of wood? That's he's putting the washer back on. That stops the pin moving. So that's just going to go...
They're putting them in. And we put that foam
Yeah,
down.
put the foam down first, then put the foam down. Stick all that back again. No, hang on. Come out of the way. Are you getting? Right, you've gone in that way. Right, so there's the bits of wood just stopping the pin coming out. And then there's the carpet back down. So everything's all as it should be. Right, brilliant. Right, put that cover back on there. Right, there you are, cover's back on. Couple of screws and we're in business. So that's gone in there. Went in a bit easier this one, because you have to take that clip off. Now, got the pin back in, and as I say, when I first took it out, there was a... No, can't get in there, can we? There was a washer on it, which I had to break off. Like a locking washer. So just to save trying to refit one, I just put a bit of wood down the other side of it. So I'll just put all this back together now. Just feed this carpet back in from whence it came. Don't need this to put this back in, because this runner's going to have a kitchen here. So there's no way the seats are going to... Right, just this thing here now. Now that runs up there. Right, so I'll just tidy all this up and then I'll come back to you. Right, so okay, so that's screwed in. The popper back in there. This popper back in here, that holds the carpet down. Now, we've got a plastic there. And these clippy things. Clips on. So we'll put that back on there. That just fits over, fits into this, down into this rubber, goes under the rubber. Oh, we can flick that over after, can't we? Yeah. Push there, see, pop it in. That ain't popping in there. What's wrong with that? Ah, in the wrong place. There you are. That should pop now. Yeah, it has. That all down. Right, it's a bit of rubber. Just come out over it. You know, it's easier to do it with your fingers, isn't it? Yeah. Easier with your fingers. Don't do the screwdrivers. You end up hurting yourself. Right. Do that, finish that in a minute. And that screw there needs screwing down. This screw here needs to go in. And then the two runners are now facing the other way. So now, hopefully, we'll put the seat on it. That'll work. Come back to you in a minute. Right, so the bolts, 4 bolts are now in. I've just re-putting these, you shove it in at the top first so that you just get it all lined up. And then push in the middle, clicks it in. There you are, nice little click into the middle. So you've got a little bracket here, and on this you've got a little spring clip. So it's important that you don't break your spring clip. So you're just nice and gentle with it, and then when you fancy it's in the right place, you give it a little click in.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Lovely. Right, so that's the seat now in the other way around. Now I'm going to see if it slides up the front. That should just pop up there. That pops up there. Right, here's the handle. That's going to go. Oh, look at that. How far is that going? Right, let's have a look. So I'm hoping to put a kitchen in the back door of here, see? Will it go any further?
That's right.
Oh, right, is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked in, that is.
Oh, brilliant.
That's locked in. I might go again, but you won't lock it.
Right. Just try it.
Yeah.
Just try it, see if it'll go again. Oh, it's locked. It's locked in there.
It's locked in there.
Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that. Right, so what's going to happen now is you're going to come into the van this way, and then I'm going to build a kitchen across the back there with a SMEV unit in it and a cool box, and it's going to be removable, so you can take it out and put it into your pod when you got your pod on it. Now let's see what the body looks like for the bed. So we're going to slide this. No, not. That's wrong, isn't it? We're going to bring this seat forward. Right, going to take this headrest out. Right, then I'm going to stay there. I'm going to bring this seat coming down here. I'm going to drop that down. And then I'm going to drop this one down. And then push this one back. Right, that now makes the bed. And down here is enough room still for the kitchen, if it stays in the van. But mostly it'll be going out into the pod. So you've got all this space here when the kitchen's in the pod. Brilliant. Right, shut it off. With the aid, obviously with the aid of a bit of covering, to level it out a little bit, one of them spongy things with the little pointy things on, that'll make a nice bed. Put your feet down there, have your head at this end. The same will drop, that'll drop down, and there's your bed, and you've got all that space back there. Brilliant. Right, I put my curvy corner kitchen unit back in the back for a minute, and then I just slide my seat down. I'm on my seat now. I'm down here, and I can now do my cooking. Sat on my seat. But when I make my other kitchen unit, which you see shortly, and then the van's now got all the space up there, and when I go back again, it comes right back up to this other seat. I'm locked in position. So this is a new take. I haven't seen a Bongo doing this, so we'll have to go camping and see if it works.